Number 5, Hone Harawira.
Tēnā koe, Mr. Speaker, kia ora tātou katoa te whare. To the Minister of Police, how many DNA samples have the New Zealand Police taken from young people 17 years old and under over the last year? And what type of charges, if any, were laid against the young people who had DNA samples taken from them?
The Honourable Judith Collins.
Mr. Speaker, police advised me that there are more than 100,000 profiles on the National DNA database and that over the last 12 months only 190 samples have been taken from people aged less than 17 years. In the limited time available, the police have not been able to carry out an audit to establish the exact details of each of these 190 cases.
Hone Harawira.
To the Minister, has she seen the complaint from South Auckland lawyer Shane Tate that 3 of his clients were told by the police to give a DNA sample voluntarily will face arrest for reporting late to the police station? And what action was taken to discipline the officers for their illegal activity?
Honourable Judith Collins.
Mr. Speaker, no, I have not seen that complaint. What I have seen are numerous numbers of media comments, none of which gave any details as to the constables who are alleged to have done this, or the clients, or anything that could identify them. I invite the member yet again to give any details to either the Police Commissioner or the IPCA. He can always send them to me if he likes, and I'll pass them on.
Hone Harawira.
Has she seen today's internet posting which reads, "Full credit to you, Hone, for bringing to light the Nazi-style tactics used by New Zealand's biggest gang, the police, when collecting DNA samples. The issue, however, seems to be more widespread than just Māori. I am an educated European female who has never been convicted or even suspected of an offence, but was subjected to similar bully-style treatment and incorrect information with regard to provision of a DNA sample. I completed a Police Complaints Authority submission on this exact point earlier this month. It's not good enough.
Order. The member can't make a major... I realise he's quoting, but he can't quote endlessly like that and asking a question. I believe he was asking the Minister whether she had seen this or something. The Minister may answer. Point of order, Hone Harawira.
I doubt, Mr. Speaker, whether my supplementary was the longest supplementary we have received this week in the House, and I'm surprised that you've cut me short before I'd completed it.
Well, with respect to the Honourable Member, he doesn't need to quote endlessly to make a point. I believe he could have quoted sufficient from what he wanted to quote and asked the Minister a question instead of... the member could see the House getting restless as he was going on, and he knows the standing orders. Now, is he complaining that he's not been able to ask his question because I've cut him short?
I am complaining that the question I have asked is not as long as other supplementary questions which have been asked this week and not stopped. And therefore, I should have been allowed the opportunity to complete my supplementary question.
If the member feels offended, I apologise, but the Speaker's ruled and that's it. The member will resume his seat and the Minister will answer.
Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I have not seen any internet blog or comment from a self-described educated European woman who then goes on to make quite atrocious comments about New Zealand Police.
Question number 6, Moana Maki.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question